you try to knock me, 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 you try to knock you try to knock me, 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 you try to knock me.
welcome back. It's a brand new season of CGL.
This is just an absolute treat. These players are so damn good.
The talent on these teams is undeniable. Everybody on every team right now is making plays.
It's going to be an exciting start to the season, and it'll just get better from here on out.
We're about to step to a whole new era of Overwatch esports. So much exciting action is happening here on CGL that you do not want to miss.
Look who's starting it all off. It's Raven. No one to necessarily figure out what is the right way to go just yet.
What a nice roll through. It's just gonna solidify everything within those.
Does come back, and Arsario gets the mech, but I don't need a mech. I'll kill 4 anyway.
This is just a highlight reel for Arsario right now.
They're making a statement in the EU Masters here.
This patch is still incredibly fresh. There's so much to learn, so much to change about the way we play the game.
NKC, but the shatter is colossal.
Let's get it going.
Trades keep coming through. Lures, you're gonna be able to find these shots true.
Inu on the overclock with 2.
Here comes an Ambulance immediately goes back like fine skills, slicing and dicing their way through 2, 3, so back and forth.
And welcome back, everybody, to a wonderful Saturday afternoon on this side of the world. But we're actually going to be covering Europe today, EU Division 4 Season 15, Diamond Tier of CGL. I'm Aneva, joined by the wonderful and talented Ray. And Ray, how are we feeling on this wonderful Saturday?
We're feeling absolutely amazing halfway through the first half of the season as we're buckling up and getting closer to those mid-season playoffs. So every win is going to be extremely important, and that doesn't change with the Diamond Division today.
Absolutely. And speaking of, not only do we have this match coming at you right now, later tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, we also have Diamond Tier North America with Cuddle Puddle and BGSU Falcons going at it as well. So lots of action coming at you on this channel, of course. But first of all, let's talk about SCR Academy and Aliens at Large. 2 Diamond teams, of course, and relatively doing pretty well at the same time. We also, of course, have a fixed map pool. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. Starting things off, of course, will be Oasis, which can definitely lead us to some interesting compositions as of late.
Yeah, I think especially since we're in the Diamond Tier, things can get really interesting where teams have unique comps, let's just say, that they like to play, and because it's Diamond, they can get away with it a lot of the time. So don't necessarily always expect to see like Wrecking Ball and Hazard like we see a lot of the times. I think anything is up in the air, and I'm excited because Oasis lends itself to many different styles of compositions depending on the submap.
Absolutely. So you can see the dive come out, especially we can also see the brawl, for example, on University make a reappearance as well. Lots of fun stuff can always happen on Oasis, and at the same time, as we look through the rest of the maps for this first to 3 series, we also have Eichenwald, we have Esperanza, we have Suravasa, Dorado, really good maps that really do give a lot of leeway into teams who can play their strength, their best kind of composition, what they can play into strength-wise. At the same time, to level up that playing field, we also have hero bands, of course, available for this season of CGL. And speaking of hero bands, the way it works is both teams get 1 hero band. They cannot duplicate from the same role, and the hero itself cannot be banned again by that team had it already been banned earlier, but the opposing team can ban the hero again, if that makes sense, of course. SCR will be banning first. At the same time, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I think what's really interesting is a map like Oasis, we talked about it, whether you are downtown or gardens versus University, like you get dive or brawl compositions. So it's tough to say, like you ban, I don't know, let's say you ban Tracer, for example. It's like, okay, well, maybe we'll play Genji instead, and maybe it makes the dive not as good on the other 2 maps, but what if a team is just so dominant at the brawl? Do you go to ban the brawl because the brawl's good on University, but you could also play the brawl on Gardens because Gardens is kind of a hybrid of what you could play there. There's just a lot that goes into this. Or maybe, one team is good at a particular composition, so you ban a hero from that comp. I don't know. It's very clear to see as we're getting close to SCR doing their ban.
Yeah, for sure. And, if you scout everyone out, and there it is, Juno will in fact be banned for Oasis. And you know what? Not too shabby at all. This will lean towards a Curie and Lucio being a little bit more picked out from both teams here when you take away the Juno from the equation. But the Ana Brick can also make a comeback in that dive you're talking about earlier. At the same time, when it comes to the next ban coming in from Aliens, Aliens at large, thinking about the Juno ban, what can work without a Juno? Well, a lot of casts absolutely can. And if we're going to be seeing any sort of ban, I feel like it might be most impactful on Oasis to maybe go for a DPS ban. Because of how flexible tanks can be on all 3 submaps, DPS roles tend to be the most consistent. So we can see a Sojourn ban, we can definitely see an Ashe ban as well. Even Symmetra, just from the viability of how Control really does work out for that hero a lot of the time with her extra turrets. Same goes for Torb, as he has, funnily enough, started to really become prominent again in the greater pro scene. So lots of different options can be absolutely had here. I am kind of guessing towards a DPS ban of some sort. Even Tracer might be really notable as well.
Yeah, things will only get more interesting as we learn more information about the perks coming in and how that's going to work, especially with the esports scene, to figure out how CGL is going to deal with that starting next week. As we do get a Junkrat ban coming in from the side of Aliens at large. That is an interesting pick to me. That kind of spells either you're worried about having to go against a high damage brawl composition, or you think that they play those kinds of compositions, so you're banning that hero. I don't know. That's a spicy pick, though.
That is a spicy pick. You would typically see that on like a Li Zhang kind of ban because of how strong Control Center has been for Junkrat in previous matches and previous weeks, months. But Junkrat, they must have gone through everyone's career profile and said, all right, who plays Junkrat? Saw someone with like 500 hours and said, you know what? No, we're not going to deal with it. And you know what? That's completely valid if that is the reasoning. Hero bans give so much versatility to the comps that can be played, which I think is super cool. And I love that that's why they're introduced at the same time. But looking at the lineups, of course, SCR coming up on deck. We're going to be having a beautiful time with some of our hard hitters. We're going to be having Ornated Circle and Magic DPSing, Fluffy Kitten repping that tank role, and Flatter Weevil and Aegis coming back for the backline as well. And if we do see double support backline, I'll be really excited for that at the same time.
Yeah, again, another talented roster. So let's go ahead and take a look at their opponents, Aliens at large. We have on the support line, we have Stingy and Spark with Beat Nagu on the tank. And then we got Vocal Player and Zero on that DPS line.
Absolutely. And Beating You is a really funny name to me, only because it reminds me of not Jurassic Park, excuse me, of Jeepers Creepers, where the license plate was Be Eating You. Hilarious. Love that tag. As we move forward, now our team's starting to get ready to get into things at the same time. I believe we are still winning on just a single player from Aliens at large here. But speaking of Oasis, we were talking about it. Compositions can always be changed up on. We saw some of the favorite heroes we did see here. We saw Beating You clearly loves to play ball. We also see Vocal Player with the Echo favorite hero, and at the same time for SCR, we're seeing the same thing. Fluffy Kitten loves to play Wrecking Ball, loves to play Ramatra at the same time. So with those favorite picks in mind, also in the back of the mind with Ball starting to become a little bit more apparent, do we think we might be seeing a Ball maybe on Esperanza when we get to map 3?
I think it's definitely possible. Even on this map, like if we go to downtown, I think that's always going to be a possibility to play that Wrecking Ball. With Juno being banned, I mean, I think it's just obvious you're definitely going to go like Brig Ana with the Wrecking Ball and, have that nano available and then that Brig just protecting your Ana. The big question to me is, what do we get from team? As you mentioned, these teams do like Wrecking Ball. So if we go to University, what do these teams look to do? Casting some collegiate last night when we did go to Brawl Maps, we tended to see a lot of Orisa. So we're going to have to see if that trend continues, or, we saw some Junker Queen at some point last night. So those tended to be more of the Brawly-centric heroes that we saw.
And I would love to see a queen come back as well, especially on that university sub map you were talking about. The brawler just honestly leads to so many good opportunities for that brawler to really flourish. Especially the rush style of the brawl with maybe the Lucio backline with the Kiriko, for example, or even like you're saying, the on a break, you want to go for a more slow paced backline, where Kiriko really wouldn't work as well sometimes. Just to sustain sometimes just isn't enough. Or the threat of a nano, the threat of an anti-nade as well are so good for the on a break, and the survivability of the backline there as well just cannot be commended enough. At the same time, it's just gonna be. I think we have a really good match ahead of us at the same time, just because hero bans are gonna be giving so much leeway, so many things given to these players. Where let's say they're struggling against a combo, just ban it next game, just because maybe someone's really good on like a Sojourn. I don't play Sojourn this match. We're gonna just ban it altogether. But as we are waiting for the last player to load in, some PC issues happens to the best of us. It's a-okay. We're gonna head to a very quick break to wait for our players to get themselves ready.
Yeah. 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 Memories. Memories. Yeah. Memories.
here, you know, you get an insight and you know something, you know, but you don't want to say it out loud because you're kind of afraid that it's not going to be really true and it'll spoil the whole thing for you, you know. But when somebody makes you say it, then, and it's true, then it just makes it more beautiful of a thing.
I'm not crazy, Malin. I'm not crazy, Malin. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years. 40 years.
Carpe diem. Carpe diem.
say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you
Hello everybody. Unfortunately, we have some bad news. Due to more circumstances, we will be seeing SCR Academy take a 3-0 forfeit win in their favor, with A-Lenge at large having to forfeit the match due to some circumstances not really in their favor. But it's a-okay. At the same time, it's not just SCR today versus Aliens at large. We also have later today Cuddle Puddle versus BGSU Falcons at 8 o'clock EST, or as you can see, 2000 on military time. Please come back. There'll be more, I promise, and hopefully not another forfeit win. In the meantime, that is all we have for you guys today, up until a couple hours from now. So congratulations for SCR. In the meantime, that is all we have for you guys today. Shout out to Prod, shout out to OBS, shout out to my co-caster Ray, of course, and we'll see you guys in a couple hours.
Water is the softest and most yielding substance, yet nothing is better than water for overcoming the hard and rigid, because nothing can compete with it. Lao Tzu.
Name straight, new wave.